My goal and prayer is to exceed expectation, to entertain people, to make sure that they get more than their money's worth. This is just becoming way too much. I need to have control. I need a plan B.
I want to do Playboy. I've been wanting to do Playboy since I was 16 years old, and I think it's a more prestigious magazine.
Two young ladies allowed their egos to get in the way and were kind of going through it about a guy.
Adina Howard, the powerhouse behind the iconic 90s hit Freak Like Me, had her career turned upside down by one scandalous incident. Imagine being on top of the world with a platinum record and fans everywhere, only to have it all crumble because of a messy love triangle. That's exactly what happened to Adina when she got caught up in a dramatic feud involving Boyz II men's Wanya Morris and R&B princess Brandy.
Know that the man has got to deal with it.
The fallout wasn't just tabloid fodder. It had real career-shattering consequences. Adina's bold moves and outspoken nature, once her greatest assets, became her downfall when she crossed paths with Sylvia Rhone, a powerful music executive. This explosive mix of romance, rivalry, and industry politics led to the shelving of her highly anticipated second album, leaving Adina to navigate the harsh realities of a music industry ready to cast her aside. How did it all go so wrong? Let's dive into the details.
Come on over, rub me down.
Adina Howard's rise to fame was swift and powerful, but it was also short-lived due to a dramatic fallout with Sylvia Rhone, a prominent executive at Atlantic Records. Despite Sylvia's advice to focus on her music and distance herself from Wanya, Adina's rebellious streak got the better of her. Sylvia Rhone, known for her no-nonsense approach in the music industry, was not pleased with Adina's entanglement in this scandal. She advised Adina to cut ties with Wanya and concentrate on her career, especially since Adina was working on her follow-up album, Welcome to Fantasy Island. Instead of taking Sylvia's advice to heart, Adina made a fatal mistake by venting her frustrations publicly. In an interview with Wendy Williams, Adina did not hold back, making scathing remarks about Brandy and even Sylvia Rhone herself.
Rush, love, got to do this.
This move proved to be catastrophic. Sylvia Rhone, wielding significant power at Atlantic Records, decided to shelve Adina's sophomore album indefinitely. The album, which had the potential to solidify Adina's place in the music industry, was never officially released, leaving Adina's career in limbo. Without the label's support, Adina found herself struggling to stay afloat in an industry that quickly moved on to the next big thing. The fallout with Sylvia Rhone didn't just affect the release of one album. It had a lasting impact on Adina's career. She found it increasingly difficult to secure the backing of major record labels, forcing her to fund her projects independently.
I don't care what they say. I'm not about to take nobody's away.
This lack of support stunted her career growth and diminished her presence in the music scene. Adina's defiance and refusal to play by the industry's rules ultimately cost her dearly, highlighting the precarious balance between artistic freedom and industry politics. Adina Howard burst onto the music scene in the mid-90s with her debut single, Freak Like Me,
Any time of day, it's all good for me.
a bold anthem of sexual liberation that resonated with fans and solidified her place in R&B history. Born on November 14, 1973 in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Adina grew up with a passion for music. Her journey began in her teenage years when she teamed up with producer Livio Harris and recorded her first demo, which eventually landed in the hands of Mecca Dawn Records co-owner Max Goose. In 1995, Adina released her debut album, Do You Wanna Ride? The lead single, Freak Like Me, became an instant hit, peaking at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and going platinum. The song's explicit lyrics and Adina's unapologetic attitude made her a trailblazer in an era where such bold expressions of sexuality were still considered taboo. She quickly became a symbol of female empowerment, inspiring a generation with her fearless approach to music and life.
I want to do Playboy. I've been wanting to do Playboy since I was 16 years old, and I think it's a more prestigious magazine.
Her success continued with collaborations with prominent artists, including Jamie Foxx on the track T-Shirt and Panties, featured on the Woo movie soundtrack. Adina's unique style and provocative lyrics set her apart from other artists, earning her a loyal fan base and significant media attention. Despite her rapid rise to fame, Adina maintained a sense of humility and a strong work ethic. She was not just a singer, but a performer who brought energy and charisma to every stage she graced. Her ability to connect with her audience through her music and her bold persona made her a standout artist of the 90s R&B scene. However, as her career soared, personal and professional challenges began to surface. The industry's demands and the pressures of maintaining her image took a toll, setting the stage for the dramatic turn her career would soon take. Adina's initial success was undeniable, but the same boldness that made her a star would also contribute to the obstacles she faced in her career. Now back to the late 90s, Adina Howard began a relationship with Wanya Morris. At the same time, Wanya was involved with Brandy, who was then a rising star in the R&B scene. The relationship between Brandy and Wanya was kept under wraps, primarily due to the significant age difference. Brandy was a teenager, while Wanya was in his early 20s. Their connection became public knowledge around the time they recorded the duet Broken Hearted, which only fueled the media frenzy. Adina's involvement with Wanya added fuel to the fire. She and Wanya were reportedly very close, and their relationship created tension, especially since Brandy and Adina were essentially label mates, with Brandy signed to Atlantic, and Adina to its sister imprint, East West. The love triangle became a hot topic in the industry, and the media couldn't get enough of it, eventually ruining her career. Adina signed with various other labels in hopes of reviving her career. She released her third album, The Second Coming, in 2004 under Roughtown Records, but it only peaked at number 61 on the Billboard R&B Hip-Hop Albums chart. The album's moderate success was not enough to propel her back to the heights she once enjoyed. Continued issues with record labels and insufficient promotion further hindered her progress.
We didn't come this far just to fall right back.
In 2007, Adina released her fourth album, Private Show, under Arsenal Records. Despite reaching number 17 on the iTunes R&B music chart, the album failed to make a significant impact on the Billboard charts. It was clear that the industry's blackballing had taken a toll on her career, making it difficult for her to achieve the same level of success she once had. Determined not to be defeated, Adina took a break from music to focus on other ventures. She enrolled in culinary school, graduating from Le Cordon Bleu with an associate degree in culinary arts. This pivot allowed her to explore her passion for cooking and pursue a new path outside of music.
This is just becoming way too much. I need to have control. I need a plan B.
Adina's career struggles highlight the difficulties artists face when navigating industry politics and personal scandals. Despite her talent and initial success, the combination of professional missteps and industry backlash created obstacles that were hard to overcome. However, her resilience and determination have kept her in the game, continually working on new projects and finding ways to stay connected with her fans. Adina didn't just stop at obtaining her degree. She also authored a cookbook and expressed her desire to open her own restaurant. Her journey in the culinary arts was a testament to her resilience and ability to reinvent herself despite the challenges she faced in her music career. In addition to her culinary pursuits, Adina reconnected with Sherman Jackson, a man she had met at LAX airport back in 1996. After an on and off relationship spanning over a decade, they married in 2011. The couple settled in Arizona, where Adina embraced her new role as a stepmother to Sherman's daughter from a previous relationship. Despite her initial reluctance to live in Arizona again, she found a sense of stability and happiness in her personal life.
It's all about you.
Adina's transition from the spotlight to a more private and grounded life didn't mean she abandoned her love for music entirely. Encouraged by her husband, she returned to the studio and signed with Monarchy Records. In 2013, she released the single Switch, which was intended to be part of her fifth studio album, The Switch Up. Although the album's release faced delays, Adina continued to work on new music and engage with her fans. Her 2017 album, Resurrection, marked a significant moment in her career, featuring the socially conscious lead single Blasphemy.
I can't allow this blasphemy.
This project showcased her ability to blend her musical talents with her life experiences, reflecting her growth and resilience. Despite the ups and downs, Adina's dedication to her craft and her ability to adapt to new challenges have kept her in the public eye. Looking back on her career, Adina Howard acknowledges the impact of her youthful decisions and the harsh lessons they taught her.
My goal and prayer is to exceed expectation, to entertain people, to make sure that they get more than their money's worth.
She has often reflected on the immaturity and impulsiveness that contributed to her professional setbacks. Adina admits that her outspoken nature and defiance, particularly during the scandal involving Wanya and Brandy, played a significant role in the challenges she faced. Adina has expressed regret over how she handled the situation with Sylvia Rhone and the subsequent fallout. She understands now that her actions had long-term consequences, not just for her career, but also for her personal growth. In her unsung episode, Adina revealed that the drama stemmed from ego clashes between two young women vying for the same man's attention.
Two young ladies allowed their egos to get in the way and were kind of going through it about a guy.
A situation she now views with much more clarity and maturity. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Adina Howard's career, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more celebrity stories.
Drip blind and all eyes on me.